The gloves are coming off. We're about to go full court press. It's time to play ball. Listen in as we tackle everything in the world of sports right now. Throw your hat in the ring at 516-572-7440. Huddle up. This is WHPC Sports Talk on the voice of Nassau Community College, 90.3 WHPC.
Alrighty, sports fans, coming at you 100% commercial free every Thursday evening from 9 p.m. to 11 p.m. right here on 90.3 WHPC. This is a wonderful radio show that we affectionately have taken to call around here WHPC Sports Talk. And I'm shimmying to this guitar and right down. My name is Chris Muldoon, and thanks so much for lending us your ears on the last Thursday of November 2018. And over there in the corner,
fighting his mic.
It hasn't even started yet.
That's talkie Mark Tukowski.
I feel like the Nets turning it over a lot.
I didn't get any love last week for my, just like turkey, it starts with T and ends in Y, but he's no turkey on Thanksgiving Day. But that's all right. Thanksgiving Day is T and Y. Over there, I've heard of Goldbergs, I've heard of Silverbergs, I've never heard of a Bronzeberg, but this is Josh Silverberg, right?
What's up, Chris?
How are
What's
you,
up,
my
man?
friend?
Good. I want to give you a pound.
There we go.
Congrats on Notre Dame.
And have I been saying all year long that Ohio State was going to schmotz Michigan?
All
year long I've been saying that.
Believe it. Could not believe it. Right after they should have lost to Maryland
all year.
The week before.
I've been telling you that.
That was, you know what? I got to give it to them. Got to hand it to them. You can't. I know they went undefeated. Their schedule might not have been fantastic, but they did what they had to do, and they're in. That's it.
Ohio State has the best team, but there was no way, whether it was the powers that be or whoever, they told Urban Meyer, you can't win this year. Whatever you do, you cannot win this year. You're not allowed to win this year. You've got to pay your penance, and he sort of did. But now he's going to be probably the 4th seed. Over there.
Yeah, basically, pretty much.
T-Sizzle. No, not
doing?
Terrell Suggs, but Mr. Tristan Hamilton.
How you guys doing today? How you guys? So I didn't expect us to talk about college football so early.
No. I just wanted to give Chris a shout out.
I was waiting for Tristan to say, okay, with 3 losses, is there any way LSU?
No, with 2 losses, I felt that our chances.
Central Florida's got a better shot at this point with the quarterback.
And that says something with Central Florida being better than you guys. But Wisconsin bad.
I'm not denying it. We stink.
Let's just call it what it is.
But they're not Rutgers.
Listen. That game was low blow. I hate that we was on the wrong side of it, but that game was amazing. It was a lot of bad calls, but that game was amazing. Honestly, if LSU somehow could have pulled out that game, I think Georgia's probably losing this week.
You did get good news today, though, LSU. They got Mark Reich's nephew turned down going to University of Miami to go quarterback at LSU. There you go. So that's good news for you.
That also tells you that Mark Richt isn't long for University of Miami. He's not going to be there in 4 years.
But Tristan, though you don't have LSU, you do have NCC football this Saturday.
They're playing at the College of DuPage, Illinois.
Actually, we're not airing it anymore.
Oh, we're not? All right.
Are we not?
No. Hate to break it to you.
Over there, ZC. Zach Calabrese.
What's up?
You missed a good year for Ohio State football.
Oh, my God.
Well, that says Wu-Tang?
Can't believe it. Oh, yeah.
Oh, I like that.
What do they say?
Just picked it up.
I like that.
Could you fill in the Wu-Tang Clan ain't nothing to...
Stop.
No. You caught me off guard. I was like, Mark,
Chris, I don't ask you to do anything. I would shut his mic off.
Exactly.
That was terrible.
And Kevin Boston Hill will be here in a matter of minutes, so the gang is here, and we are on Thursday, November 29th.
Yep.
Is it? Yeah, because Saturday will be December 1st, and I guess Sunday is Hanukkah, first day, right? They're having a big 4-hour extravaganza at NYCB Live at Nassau Coliseum on Sundays. 4-hour show. I don't know what it's for. But are you going Saturday night to the NYCB Live Nassau Coliseum?
No. My debut there is going to be...
debut?
Like you're playing the concert. Who's opening up here, Mark? The Delaware 87ers.
No, the Blue Coats now.
The Blue Coats, that's right.
Yeah.
So which game are you going to?
I think I'm going to... What is there, a game on the 5th?
They have 20 games. The Islanders are going to play 20 games at Nassau Coliseum. So there's going to be a lot of games there to go. It's rather funny because my son wants to go to Saturday nights, but I actually have plans Saturday night, so we're not going. But he went online and saw that tickets were $100 if you want to buy them, whereas the game at Barclays this week is $15.
Yeah, pretty much. Well, I mean, look, what I was told is we both, Mark and I, have a mutual friend of ours that's a season ticket holder for the Islanders. He reported that even still, they still haven't even sold out the game yet for Saturday, which is quite surprising.
Oh, I would go.
So would I.
I'm going to 15th.
So would I. I would go in a heartbeat. Are you kidding me?
Promoting it well enough.
It's either that. He thinks it's this typical Islander fan base that just is not buying in. I don't know what it is, but it's just surprising. If I was that, I would go in a heartbeat. It wouldn't even be a... Like when the Rangers were in the Winter Classic last year at Citi Field. I mean, look, my favorite hockey team is playing at my favorite baseball team stadium. I went right away. I'm going. I got to go. I mean, that's a big once-in-a-lifetime thing you're going to go to.
I want to see when they start having football at Citi Field, because they can't have football at Yankee Stadium anymore. You can't see. That whole 100 level cannot see at Yankee Stadium. It's
now, which football are you talking about?
College football.
No, I thought you were talking about soccer.
Oh, yeah. What's that? Is that a family thing on your side? Is that like
no.
Let's talk about soccer.
Hey, actually, you know what, though? To be fair, my dad gets very into the World Cup every year. For summer, but you know, every year
sort of does.
The World Cup every year. When he went to Europe,
it's a shame because it's every 4 years.
Well, when he went to Europe, he went to a.
That's a famous joke where the old guy sits on a bench and goes, "Oh, you know, I get up. He's like, I pee daily every day, 6 a.m." They're like, "Oh, that's great." Well, I get up at 7.
But the thing is, when he went to Europe, he went to Spain. He went to a Real Madrid game. And he had my parents went. They had a blast. And then after that, they bought a Barcelona jersey with Messi on, and they hid it in their bag. And they said, "Oh, well, you know, we got it for you, but we weren't going to tell anybody."
But best of luck to the Red
World Cup will be over here.
Yes, but best of luck to the Red Bulls.
It's going to be U.S. and Canada, but the next one's in Qatar.
Qatar.
And then the one
for now.
It's in
Russia.
It's in.
They had Russia this year.
Russia. I think it's in Qatar. Then the following, I think, is New York.
What's going to be U.S. and Canada and Mexico.
U.S. Canada, Mexico.
But the finals at MetLife.
The finals is at MetLife. Stay away.
Now, and I don't know, because when they last had the World Cup in the U.S., which was in '94. The rule was World Cup has to be played on grass. So they built they called them trays. Literally, remember the cafeteria trays you had in high school? Mm-hmm. They built grass on top of those trays and put it over the giant stadium, which was the cement underneath the turf.
Yeah. We used plates in high school.
What's it?
No, go ahead.
Then the Giants and Jets played on those trays too, and it was a disaster. It was an utter disaster because it was much like we saw what would have happened in Mexico last week, Mexico City, before they moved that game on that Monday night.
Speaking of soccer, I want to wish special luck to the Red Bulls tonight. They're in the Eastern Conference Finals against Atlanta.
Definitely.
So, they're down 3-0.
I need to see one championship.
Which New York sports fans are so crazy. We'll claim it. Yeah, the Red Bulls.
I'm looking for anything.
We'll take whatever.
Red Bulls is really my team.
Exactly.
Anything.
Mark and I, we went to a game last year. We went. Parking was horrendous.
Who they play? NYC football club?
No, we parked in a dirt patch.
Yeah,
I barely got out.
Mark and I, we went.
Well, what happened was they built the stadium in, I guess, Harrison, right? They built the stadium.
It was a nice stadium.
But the people who built the stadium and the owner of the team do not have the land between the train station and the parking lots and the stadium. So thusly, it's all no man's land there. You have to walk past, and the guy whoever owns it is not selling it. So it's really ridiculous. It's a huge swath of land. It's kind of like when you go to Duck Stadium with their new managers, the new Ducks
manager. The guy finally got a New York job. Good for him.
Which is weird. Kevin Baez took the Rockland job.
Well, that's a big team. That's the John Flaherty team.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right. Because I couldn't figure out why he took that job.
But I went in last year with the stadium with low expectations to the Red Bull Stadium. I said, I went. Mark was asking. Mark was like, "What do you think?" I said, "This is."
It's connected to the path, except you got to walk past the. It's a really nice.
Very enclosed, so the sound stays. It was really something.
And I think it was built with private money, so I like that too, not taxpayer funds. But so now there's a deal that would do. Do we say Cano or Kayes to the deal that's out there?
Point. Yeah, it's Kayes. Well, no, because we don't like it, but Kayes.
Well, it depends who's in the deal.
So. Yeah, I'll be on Twitter
a lot of names.
5 seconds.
Exactly. I mean, so Robinson Cano.
Martino just reported that the likely unofficial deal at this point, it would be Cano, Diaz, and Money going back to the Mets. And I trust only Andy Martino, not even because when I entered at the New York Post, I actually got to talk with him a few times. Very nice guy. But because he works for SNY, and usually SNY has the rights to everything first.
Did he quit the Daily News? He had to take
he got laid off, but SNY gave him a job right away. And what the Mets would give back would be Jay Bruce, Anthony Swarzak, and a combo of either Jeff McNeil, David Peterson, the pitcher, Dustin Dunn, the pitcher, or Jared Kalenic.
It's the Kalenic that bothers me because he was 6th overall this year.
Yeah, that's the big thing.
And he's a lefty center fielder.
He's trying to replace Kalenic with McNeil, but even I would
say Lagares, because the whole Jerry DiPoto, GM of the GM of the Mariners, he's all about defense and analytics and all that stuff.
Yeah, but they want to take that. But they want to take the higher upside younger guy.
Well, Klinick's a 6th overall, so he's going to go there. Dunn is the kid they call a Long Islander, but he's not really.
Well, no, they're saying that they don't think Klinick's in it now. They're thinking that they want McNeil because he's 24. He's got cover. But here's the thing about McNeil.
So high on McNeil.
I'm very high on McNeil because here's the thing. I'm looking at it, and I was talking to my dad beforehand, and I said, ugh. I said, I'm thinking Justin Turner, Daniel Murphy all over again. I got to see another guy leave.
Before August 1st of last year, did you care about Jeff McNeil?
Look, he was hitting 380 in the minors, but of course he didn't matter. Look,
no one cared.
Alonso's in the plans. They've already announced that. Van Wagenen has announced that he's in the plans.
And it could also be I think
when you hit 50-plus home
Cano
runs.
Cano can play second or first.
Cano can play second. Likely he would have to be second. And then third is tough.
If Kalinick's... if they want Kalinick, I'll say take Alonso before you take Kalinick is what I would say. That or Kellen.
That would never happen. Alonso's too big in their plans right now.
But the thing is,
Alonso's too big.
McNeil, the same things that Cano was suspended for this year is kind of what McNeil's been rumored to be involved in. So it's kind of funny that there's that's going there. That all of a sudden he never played this level before.
It's not even about getting Cano. It's about getting Diaz.
But so he's a closer. He got 57 saves this year. He's 24. But to me, closers are just replaced. Apart from Kimbrel.
But look, when you have 5 years of control on a guy who's 24.
That's right. But who's been a successful closer year in, year out the last couple of years besides Kimbrel?
But even Kimbrel wasn't that great.
And he wasn't exactly. But Kenley Jensen. But he had heart problems or whatever.
If you want to say, do you want to say? It's going to sound maybe Chapman. Do you want to say Chapman? Maybe. He's had his ups and downs, but he still was a dominant
probably
closer.
The most consistent dominant closer.
Look, the thing about Diaz, and it entices me so much, is look. They interviewed. I was watching MLB Network before I came tonight, and Dan O'Dowd. I don't know if you remember, he was the former GM of the Rockies, and he made the thing where he had to trade Mike Hampton. He had to get rid of that contract, but he had to attach Juan Pierre to that deal, which he did not want to do. They asked Dan O'Dowd, what would Edwin Diaz right now, if he was a free agent, get on the market? He said 5 years, 100 plus.
Where did they move Mike Hampton to? I'm just trying to think.
It was to the Marlins, and the Marlins flipped him to Atlanta.
All right, because
Juan Pierre went in the deal.
Yeah.
To the most, but he said Diaz would. He said Diaz alone could get you what Chapman got back for the Yankees.
The problem is Cano is 5 years, $120 million remaining. He'll be 40 years old.
They would take half that contract
if you signed Machado or Bryce Harper right now to a 10-year deal,
which Van Wagenen says he's interested in, I don't believe it.
But if you sign either one of those guys right now to a 10-year deal, they would be, when that deal ends, they'd be the age that Cano is today.
Yeah, I know.
And Cano still has 5 years to go.
And that's why I was talking to my dad's a huge Met fan. That's why I keep bringing him up. He said the same thing because that's why I wouldn't want Bryce Harper. Because I got to deal with the headache of.
But Cano's also one PED test away from 100 games. How many? He's done 80 game suspension. What's the next level?
120.
120. And then permanent ban, right?
Permanent ban's not really a permanent ban.
But
it might be for him though.
I look at it like this too. When he came back, he still. I think his back can still produce. It's his legs that I worry about. It's the range that I worry about. But his bat. His back could still go.
It depends how much money's in the deal.
That's the thing. And now the rumor is that's the rumor. So the thing is, the Mariners. What Martino's also saying is the Mariners would take on half the money to even it out with Jay Bruce's salary.
If they do $60 million, and
then what they would do is the last three. Well, that's why Swarzak would get thrown in too.
Well, Swarzak is the guy that in December last year they spent all their free agent money in December.
When did Sandy ever hit on a reliever?
I don't understand that.
He never hit on a reliever.
But my problem also was with Brody Van Wagenen is only doing deals that he negotiated or got a commission for.
Of course,
he did the 10-year Cano deal. Now, obviously, wants him back. And the one deal, like he was talking about, some of the articles I read today said like Noah's as good as gone.
Well,
and Noah was a Brody Van Wagenen client. So he's almost like saying, look, Noah, you're not going to get paid here because the Wilpons are going to pay for one pitcher, and you ain't he. You're not the ex-client of mine that we're going to pay. We're going to pay DeGrom.
So the only reason why I would give it. I understand what you're saying, 100%. People are saying, but again, the two things. One, it's not about Cano and the Steelers. They want the closer. They want control of the closer. Right. And number two, I think...
And they didn't have a closer.
And look, with Noah, if, say, hypothetically speaking, because let's be real, he has got Omar Minaya in the office.
It's outrageous.
He's got Ruben. I like Minaya because Minaya is one of the top scouting guys in the league. But
Which is great for scouting.